This is Our Life. In this chapter, we're going to talk about friendships. How do you value friendship? And what makes a good friend?
I would say that I value friendship by how diverse the friendship can be. How much I can talk to somebody about little small things or huge life crises, and sort of the diversity and depth of all my emotions that I can express with somebody and they can express with me, because friendship is a two-way street, right? And I think that we all have friends where we can go out and party, and then Saturday morning we're like, oh my God, remember that really cool thing we did? And no, actually we don't remember that really cool thing we did. And and we have other friends where you can just go grab a coffee, or other friends that you can really count on in times of need, but not necessarily the person that you want to call up on a Friday night to go out with. And I would say the people that I count among my closest friends, I can be all those things. I can be myself in all my different forms, whether it's going out, whether it's out at a beach, whether it's really confused. If I'm going for a job interview and I'm nervous, I need to be able to call you and talk to you about it, just as much as I want to talk to you about a silly dating story. And I think it goes both ways. And I would hope to offer that sort of diversity and depth to friends too. And I would say that's what makes a really, really solid friendship and a resilient friendship.
All right, who's next? Oh, it's Todd. I feel like he's going to have a great answer to this question.
Honesty, dude. Oh, dude. Jeez, honesty. We just waste so much time. There's just so much time wasted in the world with not being forthright or blunt. People are very afraid. They're tip on toes these days, but if you're with a friend, there's a level of trust there. You should not be afraid to hurt your friend's feelings if you can help them, and vice versa. So I like it when I have friends that are particularly open with me. If I'm doing something stupid, let me know. I would love to know. Other people wouldn't have the cojones to tell me that I'm doing something wrong. And I like to reciprocate that, because that gives you a value in someone's life rather than just being a yes man. And friendship is the most important thing in the entire world. I don't know if you guys know this, but look around. I didn't build any of this freaking stuff. I didn't build a single, I didn't write any of these books. I didn't do any of these walls. That's other people. Other people are talented. Harness them.
Todd is on fire. Honesty is the best policy. Trevor, what do you think?
Like any relationship, the ones that are the best are the ones where you can just sort of do you. Hopefully the other person appreciates that, and you can appreciate them for whatever it is they do. So I think comfort and just that sense of having long established friendships is important. I've always been a friend that has sort of not chased after people, but I felt like I've always had to be the person that had to find my own friends and get out there and meet people. And I still have that approach, I think. And I think it's often as simple as texting or, phone calls or something, just to say, hey, how's it going? The other thing that I do, which probably annoys people, is if I find an article online or something, I'll send it to a friend without any context. It's I think some people get this, why are you sending me this? But it's just hey, I'm thinking about you. I thought that you would appreciate this. And I think when people do that for me, it's the same thing. It's nice to know that you're valued and that people do want to talk to you and respect your views and all that. So that's the big thing, is just sort of being there, being accessible.
First of all, Trevor, the articles you send me are fantastic. They're good quality reads, so keep them coming. I moved to Winnipeg in February of 2015. Trevor, you moved to Winnipeg in August of 2015. So we were both pretty new to the city and in a fairly similar spot. We both wanted to get out more. We both wanted to meet new people and really create a sense of community. So from the very first night we met, I really think a bond was created that was like magic. I often describe that night as the best blind date I've ever been on. I think our friendship too really just encourages people to take chances. Don't be afraid of rejection. I think at the end of your life, you're always gonna regret the chances you didn't take rather than the ones you did. Trevor and I did so many things. We went to so many different events. We just put ourselves out there and we had no shame about it. It was so empowering, and I think our friendship is really better for it today.
And it was this complete shift in how I viewed my time in Winnipeg, how I looked at myself and what I was capable of in terms of making friends or making a go in a weird city like Winnipeg. And then I think through you, with you, we just saw as much as we could and said yes on so many occasions, and it just worked to build friendships. And now I go places and I see people and it feels like home, which I think is more important than having 10 friends I see on the regular. I think it's just nice to sort of feel connected in smaller, not always really intimate ways.
I was just talking to a friend about this the other day, about how in a world that we're so connected, we've never been so connected, one of the biggest pain points right now with a lot of us is feeling alone. So friendship is something that I truly, truly value, and something that has come onto my radar to really go deep with certain friends. I love people, so I meet people everywhere, and I only have a few really, really close friends. So those close friends, what they do for me, it's fun. You know, you gotta like your friends, you know, so I really truly like and love my friends. We have good laughs, and we don't always agree on everything, and we trust and respect each other's boundaries. And I also love a friend that stands for me, so calls me out on my crap and vice versa. That's how I love. It's kind of like a tough love. Like, I'll be there for you. You can always count on me, but I won't go along and just agree with things and keep you in a space that's not the greatest for you. Like, if you ask for my opinion, I'll give you my opinion, because that's what I believe is a true friend. But you do you, like, you are your own master. So I really respect my friends.
The greatest thing that I value from friendship is a sense of understanding. I suffer from what can be fairly debilitating anxiety disorder. And I've gone through lots of steps to get past that and on a better note from that. And sometimes I just can't answer the phones, or I can't text someone back, or I can't go out to a party, or I can't do something, and there's no real logical answer why. It's not that I'm sick or that I'm anything like this, I just can't do it. And if someone is understanding while I'm hurting and saying, it's okay, just get back to me when you feel better, or if there's anything I can do, please don't hesitate to ask and come reach out to me. That's a big, huge quality for me, is someone that can listen and understand and be a part of that support system.
I guess what makes a good friend is that ability to talk about any subject matter or anything under the sun with knowing you're in a comfortable, safe place. Like, if you need to vent about a coworker, somebody else in your life, you know that's not going to spread beyond your conversation. And as far as myself, trying to listen a lot, as opposed to just talking at somebody or just waiting for my turn to talk. Really try to listen, especially depending on where they are at their life. Because even if I'm in a good place doesn't mean everybody else is. Or if I'm in a bad place doesn't mean everybody else is.
It was recently pointed out to me that I treat my friendships like relationships, and that I don't just accept if a friend isn't giving me what I need. I like to think that if we can communicate about, you know, this is a give and take situation, we can make each other better people and be better friends. But then I've learned the hard way that, like, sometimes I just have high expectations of my friends and I get let down easily. But the way I operate in a friendship is always, I will give you my best self. I will give you the version of me that you need. And I hope that I can get that from you.